what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
What's going on, guys? All right, so this is the official start of our Detroit, Michigan trip. So we are here for one night. We're at Delaware State Park in Delaware, Ohio. It was about a 4.5 to 5 hour drive from West Virginia. Where were we? Lake Stevens in Raleigh County, West Virginia. Smooth ride, barely any traffic. Had a little traffic in Columbus, Ohio, as we had to go through there, but that was about it. There was some thunderstorms that we were kind of, I guess, missed, but they looked like some of them were pretty severe. But thank God for the travel mercies, we didn't go through any of those thunderstorms. So I guess we're here for just one night. This is a this is an electric site only. They do have a potable water fill station, and then a dump station on the way out, of course, too. But let me show you guys the site real quick. You guys appreciate this. So we are still long enough. We've kept the truck hooked up. Paved site. So like I said, kept the truck hooked up, paved site, so it's long enough for the 35 feet, and long enough so it's 55 feet, or I guess maybe a little bit less, but we're just overhanging a little bit there. But we're 55 feet total, and we fit perfectly with the truck still hooked up, so that's awesome. But look at the site. Look at this. This is all ours, guys. Not too shabby. Wish we were here for more than just a night. Although with electric only, we'd only want to do a couple nights anyway. But really nice, really nice. I want to say, I'll get the price for you guys. I want to say it was somewhere in the $30–40 range per night, plus taxes and all that good stuff. But I'll let you guys know what the price actually was. And then, if you're Starlink users, in this particular site, not looking good, but there is a whole circle of campers or campsites down there, and those seem to be a little more open. And this is one pod. We're in site 2, and I want to say there's 5 other pods that have a bunch of it's weird. I'll show you guys on the map what it looks like, but there's a bunch of sites here, but they're all like in little loops, little circles. Really cool, really cool. So that's it for tonight. We're gonna get back on the road tomorrow, and we'll finish off our trip over to Detroit, Michigan. Alright, just kidding. I was gonna say see you later until tomorrow, but I'll show you what's going on in here, because it's kind of a good idea. So we got Jasmine in the kitchen.
Hi guys.
We got Jackson. Jackson doing more relaxing because he didn't relax enough in the truck. But that's okay. And then we've got, so she's prepping dinner. So quick travel day meal idea: taco bags. So we're just gonna put some ground beef in here, lettuce, cheese, diced tomatoes if you want it, sour cream if you want it. Throw it all in here, shake it up real good. Nice easy meal. Not a lot of cleanup, so we're not in full hookups like I said. So that's no dishes here. Just besides the fork, we actually have plastic forks and spoons, so you can use those. So yeah, so a really cool travel day, one night overnight stop idea. We did a lot when we used to go camping just for the weekends. Friday nights, get to the campsite, cook this up, and pre-make the meat like we did yesterday. We pre-made the ground beef. We're just gonna throw it in there. So yeah, looking good. One more thing to show you guys. Look how close we are to that tree. So if you've seen my previous videos or previous social media channels, check us out on Instagram or Facebook and TikTok, although I don't put as much as TikTok yet, but I'm going to get everything on there soon. But if you check out our Instagram and Facebook, you'll see I did a tip where having a ruler or some kind of measuring stick to measure out to make sure your slide's going to come out. We did that. It was we were good. It looks a lot closer to being inside, but it's better on the outside. But always a good idea to have that measuring stick if you don't have one, just to make sure your slides can open before you find out the hard way if they can open. Alright guys, that's it. So we're going to see you guys in the morning when we get back on the road and head to Detroit, Michigan. Good morning guys.
Morning.
So we are back on the road, heading towards Detroit, Michigan. I said last night, but Delaware State Park in Delaware, Ohio. Definitely a great state park. And I got the price. It was I already forgot it. It was $43 with taxes and fees and all that stuff. So I think it was listed as $37 a night. Came out to $43 for the night. But a great spot. Every circle had its own playground, its own bathhouse. It actually did have a laundry room. I forgot to tell you. There is a laundry room there as well. And the site that we had was just extremely peaceful. I wish it wasn't like 100 degrees with the humidity last night, because I would have gone out there and enjoyed it a little bit more. But it rained and it was humid and the mosquitoes were fierce out there, so
Yes.
we resorted to inside the camper, but that's okay. But if you're passing through Ohio, this is just outside of Columbus, Ohio, I highly recommend this state park because it was absolutely beautiful and it was a great price for everything as well. So we have about 3 hours till we get to Detroit, so we'll see you guys when we get there.
Later.
Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me out there, but so we've had our TPMS showed 15 PSI on our back passenger side tire. So we've had scares before where the pressure, it said low pressure, it says there's a leak, or it said, different warnings, and usually we let it play out. That was the first time it's ever said it was 15 PSI, so I really thought that we did something. When I looked back in the mirror, I thought I saw like shards, but what I actually saw was our bedroom door stairs, or not shards, but shreds of tire. But I actually saw just our stairs in the mirror. But we pulled over. I'll show you guys where we pulled over. So we're on an exit to the right, so it's a little bit safer than being in the middle of the on the shoulder of the actual highway.
Sort of. Wrote that.
Yeah, a little safer, not much. But if you are dealing with a flat tire or with a blowout, you want to get off the road as soon as possible so you don't damage anything else. But thank God it was just a malfunctioning sensor. I just undid it, tightened it back up, and it showed the proper PSI. So thank you God. Thank you God it was just a I don't know what, a fake out, I guess. So we're gonna try to get safely back on the highway. And we are 20 minutes from our destination, so in Jesus' name we'll make it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys when we get there.
See you there.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hello.
So we didn't tell you when we got here. We got to our spot at Wayne County Fairgrounds and RV Park safely. There's Jackson. Safely and without incident, so thank you God again for the travel mercies. You guys know we had a little freak out there when our TPMS told us that our tire was down to 15 psi. Luckily, just a false alarm. So we made it safely. It's when you hear Fairgrounds, kind of what you expect. It's kind of just an open field, but full hookups. I think it cost us $300 for the week, or $320 for the week. So very good price. We are about 40 minutes, or half an hour, 40 minutes outside of Detroit, like downtown Detroit. And then we are like, I want to say 15 or 20 minutes away from the Dearborn, or from the Ford Museum, the Dearborn factory and all of that. So, and that's what we're here for. So very convenient for those kind of things, right off the highway too. So very convenient for really anything you want to do in this area. Looking forward to it. So today, as you guys can see, we're in a parking garage. We're just going to explore Detroit, downtown Detroit a little bit. We're going to go down to the Riverwalk. Here, that's kind of a spot to check out. And there's also a ferry boat that takes you onto the river. They give you a tour of a history tour of the city while you're looking at the skyline. But it's first come, first serve. So we're going to kind of see if there's any availability today, if not, or not. And if there isn't, then we'll kind of just walk around. And Jasmine and I, you guys know we love pizza. You guys know we love food. But we here in Detroit. I know Detroit has its own style of pizza. I've never had Detroit style pizza, so I think
We're excited to try
having it
it.
for the first time in the city of Detroit would be the best place to try it, right? So
Yes.
I've looked up a few places to go. They're not really in the downtown proper area, but we'll drive there afterward. But I'm going to figure out which one. I'm going to ask some locals which one is actually the best one and see what they say. They're all kind of within a 20-minute drive of each other, though, so that's pretty cool. So yeah.
And if you're from here, maybe next time we come, we can try one. So if you have
Yeah.
any suggestions.
Yeah, so we'll tell you guys which ones we go to, obviously, but then if you guys know of the other ones that we should have tried out, then when we come back through here, we'll definitely try it out because we do love pizza. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoy what we bring you to today. Hopefully we enjoy what we bring you to today, and we'll see you guys out there.
See you there. Later.
Why is it green?
If we go fishing, be a good fishing place. You think she's Canada though? Alright.
Hey, you.
Peekaboo.
right, back in the truck. So we had a great time on the
Fantastic.
on the riverfront and on the river cruise. So just so you know, the tickets were $20 for adults and $14 for Jackson. Yeah. So it's $54 total, which I thought was a good value for an hour out there on the river. Got a little bit of history. Got to see the Canadian skyline of Windsor, Ontario. You got to see the Detroit skyline, and like I said, a little bit of history. So that was pretty cool. I thought it was a really good time.
Yeah.
The little state park that they have there in the river was cool. A lot of little signs for information for kids to learn some fun facts about the wildlife that's there in the harbor there in the river. So that was really cool too.
Yeah, it was a really good time. And on the boat, there's also a little snack bar that you can get some snacks and some drinks.
Yep. There's also a little same thing, snack bar, tiki bar on the actual Riverwalk too. So if you don't want to get on the boat, you can still sit there and have a drink or have some ice cream or some snacks, whatever. So it was a little good vibe down there.
Yeah. And also on the boat, I don't know how it usually is, but for today anyway, we had almost the whole downstairs to ourselves.
Yeah, the whole bottom deck was ours.
So it wasn't too crowded. So that was nice.
It was nice. Like I said before, first come, first serve there. We got in line at 3:30-ish for the 4 o'clock boat, and it wasn't full. So,
yeah.
But it's it's Saturday. It's graduation season, obviously in June. So, but I think that for a weekend Saturday, I was pretty impressed that it wasn't full.
Yeah, and they also have 2 lines. They have a cash line and you're paying with a credit card. So they have 2 different lines.
Yeah, so do accept cash if you do want to bring cash. And that line actually moved a little faster than the credit line did. So.
Yeah.
We should have brought cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then we parked in I'll put the name on here because I can't pronounce it, but I took a picture of it for you guys. It was $15 for the day being down here. It's part of the GM Renaissance building, or part of the Marriott Hotel garage. So $15 for the day. I thought that was a pretty good value as well. And it fits big trucks, 7 foot something clearance. So
Barely.
they're not long spaces, but they are plenty high enough. So
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, and it's a good size parking spot.
Yeah, the spots are wide enough.
They're not super tight or anything.
Yeah, true. So now I'm going to try to grab some pizza. We're going to figure out which one we're going to go to. We didn't ask any locals. We should have, but we didn't. So I'm going to look at the list that I have and see kind of which one we want to go to, and we'll show you guys what that's like.
And I know exactly which one to go.
Yeah.
McDonald's!
Yeah. Ha ha ha. All right, guys.
Hi guys, we're back.
Back at the RV. So we went to the restaurant you saw us go to. Was called Grandma Bob's. It was Detroit style pizza. Put on, Tuki. It was Detroit style pizza. It was delicious. Sorry, Tuki was excited that we were home. We were trying to go to Michigan and Trumbull, but they actually closed at 6 o'clock. First of all, second of all, when we went to go inside this parking lot,
6 or 7.
we were there. We got there before 6. They said they were closing
In an hour.
Oh, so they closed at 7. Sorry. We got there. First of all, parking is basically non-existent. I guess there's a parking lot across the street that we missed. So we thought we had a street park. So Jasmine went inside to see if we could actually park on that side of the street. Turns out we couldn't, so we were in a bad spot anyway. But then while she was checking on that, she gave her the unfortunate news that they were already sold out of their dough for the day.
Yeah, they had just sold their last dough.
So because they were closing in an hour, they weren't obviously going to make more dough. So they closed at 7 o'clock on a Saturday, which it seems early, but I guess if they're selling out that quickly, then it must be that good. So
Yeah.
good for them.
It looked delicious.
It did look delicious.
So we ended up asking and all that. So the lady felt terrible. So she did give us some suggestions on other places around that we could go to. And
Yeah.
one of those places was Grandma Bob's.
Yeah. So when I googled it, there was a local blog. I think it was a blog, a local newspaper that had mentioned Michigan and Trumbull was their number 2 choice. Number 1 choice was Louis Pizza, and then Cloverfield, I think it was called, was a 3rd, and then Bob's Cloverleaf, excuse me, was number 3, and Bob's Pizza, which is the original Detroit style pizza, was number 4.
Yeah. Buddies.
Buddy's Pizza was the original pizza. That was number 4 on their list. But Michigan and Trumbull had a 4.8 on Google reviews, so he's like, all right, let's go try that one.
Yeah, and that place was crowded, like inside, outside.
So We might try to get back there because if it's that crowded and it sells out of pizza that early, if you all you sell is pizza and you sell out of it before you close, it's got to be good, right? That's a great sign. But she suggested Grandma Bob's, and that was also very, very good pizza. And a good little atmosphere. It was like an old warehouse, kind of felt like. All they had was pizza. We also got some cheesy bread. And then they had a bar-style pizza, and they also had the traditional Detroit-style deep dish pizza. Both of them were delicious, but the deep dish really... I'm not usually a fan of deep dish pizza, but I was a big fan of this pizza.
I love it, and it was awesome. And there's lots of toppings to choose from on there as well.
Yeah. If you're going with kids, just to know, if the kids don't love pizza, they don't have a kids menu. They only sell the pizza. We got Jackson the bar style with bacon on it, and he really enjoyed it. So
Are you eating one right now?
Yeah, he finished the leftovers here when we got home.
So the bar style is a thin crust and it's a circle pizza rather than a deep dish. So I think it's more of a traditional style for kids who maybe like pizza or maybe don't like deep dish pizza. That is an option, but there's no chicken tenders and fries, no chicken wings, things like that. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, they have salads.
Yeah,
I think that was it, right?
I think that was basically it. Yeah, but really good. And they have a full bar, so if you're looking for some drinks, they have that too. Really good stuff. I mean, it was only about 25-30 minutes away from the campground, and it was only about 10 minutes out of the downtown area. So a good spot. If you're in the downtown area, it's a good spot to go. We found a parking lot just behind it. That was public parking. There's lots of street parking. Well, there's street parking. There wasn't a lot available, so we ended up parking in the lot. But there's a garage down the street too, so I think you can find parking if you go there. We also were going right after the Tigers game got finished too, which is why she said Michigan and Trumbull had sold out, because the Tigers game kind of wiped them out. So.
Yeah.
So just things to keep in mind. But really good day in Detroit. We didn't expect we didn't really know what we were going to do today in Detroit.
Yeah, we just kind of went with the flow.
Yeah,
we had somewhat of an idea.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just go walk around, and it turned out to be a pretty good day.
It's a really good day, yeah. So now we're going to just hang out. We're going to have a relaxing day tomorrow. And then on Monday, we're going to go to the Ford Museum. We're trying to think if we're going to do just the factory tour, if we're going to do... They have the green... I gotta look it up for you guys. A village there. They also have a American history or American Innovative Museum there as well. So it's and you can buy a package for all of it, or you can just buy one thing in particular. So we're deciding what we want to do, but that's gonna be Monday. So I look forward to it. So we will see you guys when we get to whatever we do at the Ford Museum.
Later.
Thank you all so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, show us some YouTube love by hitting that like, subscribe, and share button for us. It would mean a lot. Next week, we go to the Henry Ford Museum before getting back on the road to head to Canton, Ohio and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Until next time, God bless and stay safe.